to the Slytherin stream. If you guys are just getting here, we're going to go ahead and wait for a few more viewers to show up here. Just want to make sure that everything is running up to speed, and we will get started at about 2 p.m. So right now, just kind of hang out. I don't have any awesome trailers to show you guys like Bart does. We've got to figure that out so that I can show you guys some cool trailers too. But you know, in the meantime, we're just going to kind of wait around here and get prepared, really. I'm going to go ahead and actually share a little thing on my channel to get more people to show up. So give me 1 second. And that's my alarm letting me know to get started. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Hi, guys. If you want to see some Heroes of Normandie, we are running it on the Slytherin group channel. Stop by. Thanks a bunch. Hey, Hipsecretary, how you doing? I'm actually right now, Hipsecretary, just making a quick video to drop on my channel to maybe get a few more people to show up. We'll see. Alright, let me get the Windows Live Movie Maker up, too. Let's see how quickly Agrippa can render a video, probably very, very quickly. So if you guys are just getting here, welcome to the stream. The stream is not officially started yet. We've got about 5 minutes before launch time, as it were. And a lot of you guys have actually already seen Bart playing Heroes of Normandie. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of a different take on it. I believe Bart actually played as the Allies. In this case, I want to go ahead and play as the Axis. Let me see here real quickly. And if you guys are here, just make yourselves known in the chat. That's always helpful. I'm going to go ahead and just post this on my channel so that we get a few more people in the room. And hello, welcome, Evil Man, Simon Cat Rabbit, and Pat Garrett Cat Rabbit. Yes, guys, so the Cat Rabbit people are essentially here from the company that created this awesome game. So if you guys have any questions regarding the game, I would forward it to them. Let me go ahead and just share this on the channel so that everybody knows to show up. And we are actually not streaming yet, guys. We've got about 4 minutes. Thank you guys for showing up, Cat Rabbit fellows. And let me go ahead and drop, or upload, I should say, this quickly here. So I think today we're going to play as the Evil Empire, also known as the Deutsche, the German. I think this is going to probably be the best choice for us. I'm not entirely sure. Let me go ahead and actually paste some stuff here. And there we go. Okay, so it's up on the Agrippa Maxentius channel, so a few people can stop by if they'd like there. Great. Let me take a look here at all your chat, and I'm actually going to put the chat on my phone. No, I didn't tweet about. You're absolutely right, Evil Man. Let me tweet. Hold on 1 sec. And don't worry, guys. If you're just arriving, you're good. You just have to sit around. We have 3 minutes till launch. We got to wait for everybody to get here to make it even, make it fair, as it were. So feel free to have a seat. And I'm actually going to throw this up on Twitter. Let's go ahead and... Okay, guys, we're about 1 minute away from launch. I might get started slightly early here because I kind of want to play, to be honest with you. So we're going to play the campaign today, of course. We'll slow down here a little bit so that nobody feels like they missed out on anything. But we're going to play the campaign, and I think I'm going to play as the Germans in this case. I also am curious about the Commonwealth campaign, but for now we're going to stick to the German campaign. So let's go ahead and check it out here, guys. Now, if you guys watched Bart play, you would see that his dice rolls were not great. And I'm a lot like Bart. My dice rolls, we generally don't have very good dice hands like Olivier does. But we're going to see if we actually manage to do pretty well here. So as you can see here, our very first assignment is to quench the bloodlust of the Field Marshal. His objective today is a small village in the countryside known for harboring resistance fighters. So we have to actually get in the village and annihilate the U.S. forces stationed within it. Alright, try to destroy the enemy vehicles as well. And I'm hoping we get some panzers here. So I'm going to let you guys, I'll just slowly go through this so you guys can, of course, read along. And as you can see, it's funny, disposing of a tiny village. Clearly, this is not a very nice guy. Alright, here we go. I don't think you even need to tell me that, evil man. I wasn't curious. Let's go ahead. Okay, so here we go, guys. We're jumping in with the evil empire. And let's see what we do. So as you can see, our mission is to kill the enemy units, the Stewart, the fire support, the bazooka, etc. Basically all these units. We need to wipe this map clean. It's really that simple before the start of the game. And actually, we're only officially starting the stream right now. So if any of you guys are arriving, don't worry. No, you haven't missed anything. We're just now getting started as the Germans. And hello, Comrade Luxembourg. Welcome, friend. We're going to see how it goes. So it looks like the enemy actually gets the activation phase. They get to go first. Wow, that was a nice hit. And actually got a pretty nice hit on our recon units. So here we go. Oh, this can't be right. This is... You know what I did? Wait a minute. Now I'm even more confused. Yes, I went to one of my old campaigns. Sorry, guys. Restart mission. Sorry about that. That was my old campaign. So I was actually playing my game. You guys kind of got to see what I was doing. Okay, so it is our turn. And of course, the first thing you want to do in this game is you have 4 orders to assign. You want to decide what units are going to get these orders. So, of course, I already know I'm going to want to move my tank unit, right? So we're going to go ahead and take 1 order and drop it on the tank. I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to move my fire support team over here to these hedges and get closer to these buildings for an assault. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And I'm also going to move my tank, of course. How can I not move the Panzer, right? Hi, Spy Poppy. Welcome. Welcome. And let's go ahead and actually select 1 more unit here for a movement. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the MG42. Although, actually, I'd rather actually move the Panzerschreck, to be quite honest with you. And we'll bluff with the fire team here. So let's go ahead and proceed with that and see what the enemy is going to do. Of course, now the enemy gets to give their orders. Alright, immediately I'm going to open fire. I mean, that's just like, the enemy has just given us the perfect opportunity to just waste them here. So come on, guys. Let's hope I have a nice dice hand. Yes, 5! That is a kill, guys! We just got the enemy half-track, or at the very least damaged it, flipped it over onto its weaker side. And that's just cool. Really, really cool. I'm not used to being so lucky with my first move. So here we go. We'll take our fire team. I'm going to move our fire team over here. And the reason I'm doing this is because we need to assault this building very, very, very close. The only way to actually assault the building is to be adjacent to it. So we're either going to grab this ammo box, which I believe might have some grenades in it, or we're just going to go straight in and attack. Let's take a look here. I think I'm going to proceed with my fire support team. It looks like the enemy bazooka might be ambushing. I certainly hope not. I'm actually going to fire from here. This is not something I would necessarily recommend, but I'm going to fire with my cannon, and I'm actually getting pretty nice rolls right now. And look at that. We actually got the unit onto its weaker side. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I would definitely let the, thank you so much, Simone, let the people from Cat Rabbit let you know about that sort of stuff, Hippocritea. Let's take a look here. Okay, that's pretty great. We got a nice hit there. I'm going to go ahead and essentially just proceed. Let me make sure I don't get any other shots, and I do. I've got a machine gun shot still left, so I'm going to go ahead and here we go, guys. Lucky die rolls. Oh, not so good. So 2, don't think we're really going to be able to damage him much, but we gave it a good college try, right? So we'll go ahead and proceed here. And it looks like the Sherman is going to open fire on the MG42. Interesting. Comrade Luxembourg says, what alternate history really interests me is if Normandy failed, Germany would still obviously lose, but how would it affect the Cold War? Interesting point, yeah. Well, maybe it would have created a third wave, as it were. I mean, the fascists like to call themselves the third wave, so maybe it would have been a sort of alternative to capitalism or communism, who knows. A terrifying alternative, no doubt. Okay, so here we go. Our Panzer Shrek can actually still fire. Now, since I'm a crazy person, I'm going to go ahead and attack the cow. No, I'm actually going to move over here into the bushes. It's quite funny because on the actual video I put on my channel regarding this game, I shot all these cows and the farmer too. I'm actually pretty sure that the farmer, Etienne, looks like he might have a rifle in his hand. I don't think it is, but it might just be a walking stick, but we can never be too sure these days. So let's take Hauser, and Hauser is, of course, one of our hero units, so we're going to move him up here. He's the guy basically trying to convince the general not to destroy the village, but of course the general is bloodthirsty and wants to get in here. Possibly, or, well, yeah, that's possible. By the way, welcome, everybody. It looks like we just jumped from 13 to 23 viewers. That's okay, guys. Welcome. I know that I started a little bit early, about 2 minutes early. So if you guys are just getting here, don't worry. You haven't missed much. We've just kind of gotten into the game. We got a beautiful hit on this half track, and now we're going to go ahead and proceed. Oh, that's right. Receive no orders this turn during the supply phase. So I'm actually going to take my recon unit, open fire. I mean, at this point, I can't actually open fire during the supply phase, but what I'm going to do is pull him over here, where Hauser is, and just prepare to open fire on this unit. And we probably still have... So I kind of want to set the MG42 up, but I'm thinking it'd be better to set it up in the bushes. So we'll put him here and then start setting him up. Remember, that's going to require more than 2 turns, or more than 1 turn, I should say. We have to lay the tripod down, prepare to fire, and then the MG42 is ready to kill some cows. Let's go ahead and proceed here. We do have one more unit that can move. Is it the fire team? Alright, guys, we're going to get one shot on the cows. I can't take their madness. Actually, I'll try to assault them. Can we assault cows? I'm not sure. I'm going to move this fire team out in the open. I don't recommend anyone do this, merely because I'm curious here to see what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and proceed. Sorry guys, 1 second. Got a weird message on my phone. Luckily it's not the case. Germany could have easily... I'm not sure about that, evil man. Thank you, Spy Poppy. Okay, see, these are things I'm still learning. So Spy Poppy let me know that I actually could have deployed that tripod on that movement. So I messed up there. Sorry about that. That would have really helped, because now I'm going to have to set up the tripod and wait another turn to open fire. So I already know, I mean, I am a tank general. I like to move my panzers. I'm going to be moving my panzers up. I'm also going to be moving my fire team up. Now, my fire team might be dying for the fatherland today. Why, you ask? Because I'm going to be setting these guys up for an attack on this building. And that, an assault doesn't always go well, but we'll at least see how an assault works in this game. And we'll go ahead and proceed. Thank you, Spy Poppy. It's embarrassing. Okay, here we go, guys. So I'm actually going to go ahead and open fire once again on this half-track unit, try to completely annihilate him. Oh, it's a vehicle wreck. We have completely annihilated him. Never mind. All right, so what we're going to do, actually, is take this tank, and I'm actually going to move him... No, I'll go this way. I will go this way. I hope we can eventually break through the vehicle. I've never had an experience with a wrecked enemy vehicle blocking my path yet, so this will be interesting. We might have to go the other way. But let me figure out these mistakes on my own. It's much funnier that way. So as you can see, we could move this tank up. I think I'm going to, because I really want to open fire on the Sherman. Although, maybe we can open fire from here. Let me just take a look. Oh, wow, we can. Amazing. I thought it would be too far, but no way. So we're going to go ahead, guys. Let's roll here. And I'm not sure if you can lose assaulting cows, but it's certainly possible. And 2, that's not going to be good enough. So as you can see, we haven't really even dented the Sherman. Again, not really managing much there, and that's okay. That is part of the game. I'm just frustrated because I want to destroy the tank. He's going to open fire with our fire team out in the open here with a 5. That's a definite kill, or at least he's going to move us to our wounded side. And now he's going to fire with our cannon. So that's what you get, boys and girls, for moving your units out in the open. I said I wanted to test out the theory, and boy, did I get a lesson. So here is something I recommend when assaulting. And I'm not sure it's going to work here, but we'll see. First of all, make absolutely sure that you're actually capable of launching an assault. 39%, 61%. So as you can see over here, we've got a better chance of hitting this fire team. I'm going to go ahead and hit it. What I was going to say is before an assault, you should try to suppress the enemy if you can. This also is discussed in the tutorial, which is pretty interesting. And I think we may have just won this. Oh no. Attack inconclusive. It's very inconclusive. We both rolled pretty well, and now we're in a building dealing with the enemy. Let's take a look here. Comrade Luxembourg says, I like World War II games about Stalingrad because, you know, winning or losing will change the war. Oh, this is true. Interesting. Okay, let's go here, and once again, I think we can proceed. And I'm probably going to bring Hauser and actually try, or actually it's our recon unit. No. Undo that. Sorry, guys. And actually try to grab the ammo box. That's what I'm going to do. So there we go, guys. Our units now have 3 grenades to use in this battle, and these ammo boxes give you some pretty awesome things. Now, unfortunately, we can't use it this turn, but perhaps next turn we could lob one of those grenades in this building or this building, either or. And let's proceed. Ah, still in the supply phase. That's right. So we can't shoot during the supply phase, which is quite unfortunate. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take my MG42, and first let me get a good look at this MG42, because for some reason, there it is. That's the tripod. I think I want to put him here, and then set up the tripod. And thank you for telling me that, and that definitely works. Very cool. So we've got our tripod set up for the MG42. He's ready to fire. Probably not a bad idea to move maybe the recon unit up a little bit more. It couldn't hurt, right? So we'll move the recon unit up. And let's proceed. Don't see what unit I'm missing, unless it's the Panzerschreck unit. That's right. So the Panzerschreck, I'm actually unsure of what to do here with this. We have to get out in the open to be able to open fire on this Sherman here, and you know, consequently, we're going to be exposed. But I'm going to try to move like this. I'm hoping that the enemy won't spot us and still be able to get a shot next turn. So let's proceed here, guys. Evil Man's going to be commanding from a gulag, he said. Indeed. Also, guys, don't forget that the folks from Cat Rabbit Studios are here today. So if you guys have any questions regarding this particular game, please feel free to forward it to them or just post in the comments down below. It really is best to focus on the game at hand. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, so let's move over here and okay. Yeah, telemarketers. Yes, wonderful, interrupting our stream. So we're going to continue here, and okay, this is interesting. So I'm actually going to get to see on my own whether or not I can run through a vehicle wreck. Now, this is possible on a lot of other games on the Slytherin site. For instance, Battle Academy 2 allows you to drive through enemy vehicle wrecks. I'm not so sure that's going to work this way, and in fact, I actually want my first movement to be with my Panzerschreck unit. So let me make my second movement with my tank, my third movement with my other tank, and my fourth movement is going to be with my fire team, because obviously we're still trying to assault this building, and I guess we can bluff with... and by the way, actually, I have a question for the Cat Rabbit guys. What exactly is the point of the bluff? It doesn't seem to make much sense to me. Is it just essentially showing the enemy that maybe it's one of the 4 movement points, so they should be wary? I guess I'll bluff with my MG42. Let's proceed. Okay, we've got our Panzerschreck. I was really hoping that the Panzerschreck would be able to hit the Sherman. He can't. This building is apparently in our way, and what a pain, because that would have been a great shot. I guess we could fire at the enemy bazooka unit. We could also do something very interesting here and throw some grenades into the building, which I think is exactly what we're going to do. Now, this is going to be my first time throwing grenades, so I'm a little scared. Wait a minute. Let's see if this works. Here we go, guys. I hope it doesn't hurt our guys, but let's roll and see how it works. 5 and 5 and 5. Oh, we got to get a kill here. But I think we're also going to kill our own unit. Is that possible? Okay, beautiful, guys. So we destroyed the enemy unit. We weakened. Let's take a look here. Yes.
Hello, JP.
No, JC. So anyway, we're going to continue here. We'll just have this stupid fucking telemarketer continue while we play our game. Here we go. Activation phase. We'll go ahead and move towards... Actually, let's... I've always wanted to see if this unit can move, but I think for now, I'm just going to proceed. They're still on. These telemarketers are unbelievable. Unbelievable. Still stayed on the phone, too. I mean... It's crazy, and for some reason, they always seem to call during a stream, which just works out beautifully for me. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look here. So I do believe... Wow, awesome. So we can definitely, guys, move through a wreck. That is great news for me. I'm going to move my tank probably right here. Just a very conservative estimate. And we can actually open fire on the support unit here. I mean, I don't see why not. So we'll do that. We'll go ahead. We'll roll the dice. And I want to see if the folks from... I hope they're still here. Pat Garrett and... can't recall the name of the second individual. But I really want to know what that bluff is for. Well, what makes it so important. Alright, let's proceed here. Alright, Bazooka's ambushing us. I don't like that. No. Etienne. I don't like that the farmer is moving into the bushes here. Like, he might just be trying to get cover, but what if he's a spy? I don't trust him. I'm going to open fire on him with a gun. Well, actually, with a huge gun. Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll roll on that and try to destroy the poor farmer Etienne. What can I say, guys? You can't trust the French. He could obviously be a member of the resistance. We just don't know. So since I'm practically very new with this game, I'm gonna play it safe. Okay, thank you, Pat Garrett. Pat Garrett says, bluff is important in making enemy think you will move a unit, instead you move another one. Understood, okay. That makes sense, and you can still move that unit during the supply phase, right? So, okay, this would be a terrible assault. So as you can see here, this is, like I said, guys, always check your assaults. 22% means 1 in 5 chance of winning that assault. That's not good. The one good thing is we do still have a grenade, and we could throw that in here, see what happens. And we actually roll 2 dice for the grenade throw. So I'm not sure if we're going to get it, but we did. Beautiful, guys. So we've cleared the building here. And now the only allied units we have left to kill are this Sherman and the Stuart. I believe this is actually a hero. And also a bazooka unit. So we're almost there. Almost, right? Close but no cigar. So let's go ahead and move Hauser up. And I think I'd like to move him into this building or close to this building at the very least. I'm not sure what happens if Hauser goes down. I hope he doesn't die for the rest of the game, because obviously these heroes are very important. Hello, D-Spores. You're a bit late, but welcome, my friend. And Pat Garrett says, yes, of course, you can move it during the supply. Awesome, awesome. I like that. Okay. So I'm probably going to start bluffing. See, I'm going to get better with the bluff, because I'm assuming if I bluff tougher units like tanks, that would really confuse the enemy, as opposed to, like, units I probably won't move, for instance, my recon or whatever. Alright, so Hauser's moved. Let's get the recon to move up too. I'm just going to move them across the street here. Basically across the street from the enemy. Get a little bit of a better view. And... I wish we could control the cows. Why can't the cows be ours? We'll go ahead and just proceed at this point. So as you can see, Germain moves. The cows have a mind of their own. And by the way, can the folks at Cat Rabbit tell me, did me killing that farmer, was that a good idea, or was that farmer completely innocent and didn't deserve a German shell at all? What do you guys think? All right, we're gonna move up here. So I'm gonna use Hauser first because I want to attack this bazooka unit. After Hauser, I'm gonna have this tank hopefully open fire again on the Sherman. We'll have this Panzer move too. We'll bluff with the recon unit. Trying to see what else I want to do. I think we've more or less expelled our turns. I guess I'll give the fire team a move. Maybe worth points. Hey, that's awesome. So Pat Garrett from Cat Rabbit Studios. Of course, Cat Rabbit are the folks that made this awesome game. And he's letting us know that perhaps Etienne, we don't know. Maybe he was resistance, maybe not. Maybe we'll get some points for it, maybe not. But it's good to know that I didn't do something completely reckless. Well, I don't think so anyway. So let's go ahead. We're going to throw some grenades in here to this bazooka team. And remember, we get, well, in this case, we get only 1 dice to roll. And sadly, at 2, I don't think we're going to be doing much damage. Yeah, he's just fine. So no go with Hauser and the grenades, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and proceed. Ah, they can be used to provide cover. Interesting. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to, first of all, open fire. I mean, right away, I want to get rid of this Sherman. If we get rid of this Sherman, the battle is half over. So I'm going to roll 2. That's what we got last time. And once again, me and Bart are just not the greatest with our rolls. You know, we get great rolls on things that aren't as important. We get terrible rolls on things that are. Now, we still do have a piece of ammunition here, a little bit of ammunition. And I don't trust that cow. We're going to open fire with our machine gun. You never know what those cows are hiding. They're working for the resistance, I tell you. It's gotta be. Let's take a look here. Pat Garrett. They can be used to provide cover. Oh, yes. It's unbelievable. Let's go ahead and take a look here. There's very little more frustrating, my friends, than being a streamer and having a telemarketer call you twice over. That's really not fun. So pardon my my aggravation at telemarketers. Okay, here we go. So we have a chance here to get a great shot on this Sherman unit. Now I'm going to go ahead and open fire with this unit first of all. We'll go ahead. Actually, open fire here. 1. Come on, guys. We're just getting the worst shots when it comes to actually hitting the enemy tank units. Tanks are weaker on the side and on the back. That is very true. Thank you, Pat. And in fact, I wasn't taking that into account. I was kind of just trying to get as many hits, but that does make sense. They're definitely, so it's going to be easier to hit them if we hit them on the back. All right, here we go. We're going to proceed. And with our fire team, I'm not really sure what to do. He doesn't seem to have really much use at this point. I guess we'll move him forward over here. I don't think he can do any damage to the tank unit, even if he's next to it. And in fact, actually, I want you guys to tell me, how does it work in terms of anti-tank infantry in this game? Can regular infantry still technically destroy a tank, or can only other tanks destroy a tank? And that question is directly for the awesome fellows over at Pat Garrett and the rest of them. Let's take a look. And I would say the name of the company, but sadly here on my phone, I'm not actually getting any particular studio name. And sorry, guys. Oh, jeez. I've got to take care of this forum. I'm not only the streamer, but I'm also currently the border guard of the forum, and that guy is getting banned. Goodbye. N6A, whatever. Yeah, don't worry. He's gone. He's gone now. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so I would have tried to move my unit in here to attack the bazooka team, but we cannot do that right now. So let's let the cow do his movements. The sneaky resistance cow. I know who he's working for. I know who's paying his bills. All right, let's take a look here. And once again, generally I'd be a lot more coy with this, but in this case, all I really wanted to do is destroy this Sherman. So I'm going to give movement orders to my tank and to my tank. I don't recommend this. You know, usually you want to be a lot more careful with your movements. In this case, I just want to destroy this guy as quickly as possible. And he's out in the open, so I don't see why not. I guess I'll give my bluff to... Do I even have a bluff left? Maybe my recon unit. Yeah, how about that? He's right next to a bazooka team, so that's a pretty good bluff. Alright, still have 4 orders to assign. Let's see, we'll proceed. Wow, the enemy's not even moving. I guess they've either accepted defeat or they really don't have anywhere else to go. And I think it's actually the second one, they don't have anywhere else to go. We control most of the map at this point. Interesting, I've never seen this before. Very cool. So we just got 2 suppressed. We did some damage to the hull. That's very interesting. Guys, from Cat Rabbit Studios, I did not know about this, the suppression. That's amazing. So as for the bluffs, there's really not much we can do with the bluff. We will proceed there. I'm glad that we damaged the Sherman, but I really wish we had totally destroyed it. Of course, we still get a chance to accomplish our goal here. Anything above a 3 and we get a kill. So let's go. A 2, of course. Of course. Unfortunately, no kill there for us. We'll end our turn. Yeah, please, Luxembourg, if you have any questions for the folks at Cat Rabbit Studios, feel free to go ahead and ask them. There are, I believe, 2 of them here today. The awesome Pat Garrett, who's not only an employee at Cat Rabbit Studios, but also a subscriber to the Agrippa Maxentius channel, so he gets extra points in my book. Very cool stuff there. Okay, so for the fire team, I was actually hoping that I could attack this unit and assault them, and indeed we can. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to assault the enemy bazooka team, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get a win unless we roll something like a 1 here. 5? Oh yeah, we've crushed them. And we also get an interesting box. What's in the box? What's in the box? We're going to find out. Well, maybe not yet. Well, we should. There we go. Now we're going to find out what's in the box. It's actually quite a big little thing that we do on the Agrippa Maxentius channel. When we find a box in a game, we scream out in the chat, "What's in the box? What's in the box?" And we all try to figure it out. Now, in this case, it's ammo, which is interesting. I didn't realize that we could possibly go short on ammo. Oh, awesome. Pat Garrett says you have to hit the same tank twice for the same damage type for killing it, or once if you throw a 6. Oh, I wish I could throw a 6. I don't think we've had 1 6 thrown yet. Unless the star is the 6. I think the star is the 6. Yeah, I was always thinking the star would be 5. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We've got our fire team. There's really nothing much else I could do with him. Now, the Sherman's going to open fire on Hauser, which is our hero unit here. And as you can see, he's sort of pointing a very arrogant way. "Go take that place!" But he knows what he's doing, you know. So we're going to go ahead and move Hauser into the building, give him a little extra cover, and we will proceed. Hello, Biohazard. How you doing? Yes, it is a 7 reference. It's very good. Oh, wow. So Pat Garrett is actually telling me that when you find an ammo box like that, it gives you +1 on a die roll. So let's say I needed 3 to kill a tank, I would only need 2. If I needed 4 to kill an infantry unit, I would only need 3, etc. So this is good. Definitely a useful thing for us. But until we destroy that tank, I'm not singing the praises of victory, because I don't think I can win until we kill him. All right, there we go. The unit is suppressed. Once again, we're being very obvious about our movements here, which is basically destroy the enemy tank unit. It's that simple. So let's go ahead and give the second order here to the tank. Did you guys hear about this? Yes. Okay, Hypsocratea. Keep thinking you guys are going to reference the game. You start referencing other things. No matter. Okay, so we're going to take a look here. 1, 2... I guess 3 with our fire team, right? I'm not sure if we could shoot building to building. I think we may be able to. And I guess I would give 4 to... Well, do we even have a 4th unit out here? I don't think we do. So we'll go ahead and give 4 to Hauser. And we can bluff with... Well, we can't bluff with anybody, so we'll just proceed. Okay, here we go, guys. Another firing shot. And once again, so as Pat told us, we have to get the same number or higher to be able to get this, to get a kill on this particular vehicle. That's a 5. That should be a kill. A 5 and a 6. Yes! Enemy tank destroyed, guys. Mission accomplished right there. That's now just a burning wreck. It can't hurt us at all. And we're actually doing better than Thursday, which is awesome. Hello, Aramon. Welcome, my friend. We got 32 viewers. Pretty awesome showing, guys. I want to thank everybody for showing up, especially the fellows from folks from Cat Rabbit Studios. They graced us with their presence, and they are the ones responsible for this awesome game. So please, guys, make sure to say thank you to them and show some respect. I'm going to roll for damage. Oh, they're dead. Eliminate. That's it, guys. We beat the mission. Well, at least we beat the secondary objective. And we unlocked an asset for the next mission. So now that we have beat the secondary objective, I can start not worrying about the enemy tank so much. I'm going to move my tank up, and that's just such a beautiful movement there. We'll go ahead and, with the Panzer IV, basically leave him here. Now with our fire team, I think we're going to have to approach the Stuart. Or at least start moving out of the building. We can't fire building to building. Wonderful moment when you roll a 6 on tank damage. Indeed, Ariman. Yeah, it's very unfortunate that that we live in such a society where essentially your discriminated against because of the way you look. If you're not a supermodel, you're not worthwhile, etc. But really, guys, I appreciate the awesome discussion. Let's try to keep things centered on the game for now, if you can. If you can try, at least. Not gonna ban anybody for getting political or anything, but this is just such a cool game. I personally love playing it. I'm gonna go ahead and proceed. I'm gonna move my guy out here. Now, I would not recommend moving a hero this close to the enemy, but I'm desperate to win this fight, and we've only got one more unit to deal with. Wow, that's amazing, Ahriman. I would believe it, Pat. Ahriman is one of the people on the channel here that is just really great at games and actually knows a lot about a lot of Slytherin game lore. He was actually the person that knew most, or at least on my channel, about, what was the name of the game? Ravenmark Scourge of Estelion. And he knew all the lore. He'd already played all the missions. So I would definitely take Ahriman's word for it. He's awesome with this stuff. There we go, guys. Victory. Defeat. What? What? So let's see where we lost here. We didn't reach our goal in the specified time. So essentially, we should have destroyed that last unit, but we just didn't reach our goal in the specified time. Nonetheless, we did slightly better than Bart did on his first mission, I think. And now we're gonna try something else. Oh, no problem, man. You deserve it, Ahriman. And JB says, I love the trend of tabletop and miniature war games being turned into PC games. Well, that's why you should support Slytherin LTD. That's why you should support awesome game companies like Cat Rabbit, and why I hope you guys are not only going to watch the stream, but you're going to share it and, you know, share the game with your friends too, because it really helps. So, guys, we've already done the turns as the Germans, or we played as the Germans. Now, I've actually never played one of the game types that was just mentioned, which is the roguelike campaign. So I'm going to try the US roguelike, and this may be a terrible idea, but we can touch upon this. This is my first time playing. To begin with something rather easy, get a hold of the road occupying the objective area. If any buddies at Jack Rabbit Studios, or Cat Rabbit Studios, excuse me, or Ahriman wants to give me some tips for this, that'd be great. We're going to try to essentially go ahead and play this interesting version of the game. This is one of the many versions of the game, of course, and see how it goes. Oh, look at that resistance member. That looks just so cool. So this is rogue mode. And if this gets too complex, I might have to switch back to regular. I like Clint. I like the Rock. Let's take more than one. Let's take a look here. I love Flames of War, Hypsicratea. That's so cool that you know about that game. I have a Flames of War Panzer Lair army, and I'm building a Flames of War Desert Rats army. Good assaulter and a tank. Okay, so maybe got a tank. We got a good assaulter. We're ready, right? Units in your army. No, we got to take some more. That's not enough. Got to get Clint. He's locked. All right, that's it. I think we're good. I hope so. Hey, how's it going, Sir Tour? How you doing, man? We've been having some good fun here. Let's go ahead. So we're trying to attempt the actual roguelike missions. We just played as the Germans. We did fairly well, but unfortunately we did not succeed, as it were. Now, it does feel like we should have more guys here, so I hope I've taken... yeah, to be honest with them, Cat Rabbit guys. Be honest with them. Fairly okay. We didn't win our first mission, but we killed just about every unit on the map except for one. So I'm going to actually move the Rock up, and we might switch back to the regular game mode. Like I said, I'm trying out the roguelike here, just kind of seeing what it's like. I'm definitely going to be moving my Rock up first, and I'll bluff with my tank. You can't tell them to shoot, exactly. Okay. We'll go ahead and proceed when ready. And we should have, wait a minute, why is this saying auto units? Pretty sure I already gave them orders, didn't I? Alright, I'm actually going to, just in the interest of you guys, I'm going to jump out of here quickly. and actually go ahead and play just a regular campaign mission. So let's proceed. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. No, 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 no. And for some reason, I don't know why, guys, we can't seem to go back. Hold on one sec. Let me quickly, guys, don't worry, we're going to black screen here for a second, but everything will be fine. We're just opening the game back up. And this game opens up very quickly, which is beautiful. And we're just going to go ahead and jump to the Allies now. We just played as the Axis campaign, obviously. That was fun. Maybe it's time to try out the Allies campaign. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Or the Commonwealth, actually. The Commonwealth we haven't played with either. So let's take a look at these guys. Now, of course, the Commonwealth are the English in this case. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure either, Sir Tur. For some reason, I was just not able to open up any menus. So war ain't our bag, and British Army's progress in Normandy has been slow and difficult, and the morale of troops is far from high. In this predicament, Brigadier E.H. Goulburn is struggling to keep his men's heads focused on the job. Very cool. So we're going to get into the Commonwealth campaign. And the first mission is an all-time classic, Commander. We need to get our hands on enemy documents with super top secret information. Indeed. So let's go ahead and get into the scenario. I like this guy, Goulburn. Why does the dog talk? Oh, okay, there we go. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Sir Tur. We are playing as the Brits now. Now, we did just play as the Germans, and we did pretty well. I mean, we just one more. If we had one more turn, we would have won that. So let's take a look here. Our mission is to pick up the target item right there, the files. So at least this turn, or this mission, I should say, we don't have to worry about destroying a certain number of enemy units. We really just have to grab that item, but we don't have any tanks. This is a little bit scary. So I'm going to actually take the Vickers. I'm going to move the Vickers here once I get my movement points, and then I'm going to set him up and open fire at this German team. I'm also going to move my bazooka, or actually I'll move Lawson. Lawson is our hero for this battle, and I'm going to move my bazooka for one reason and one reason only. I don't want him in the middle of the road. It's really that simple. I don't want a bazooka in the middle of the road and lose him. It's just not fun. Okay, it's the French resistance, lady. See those German fire units? And Searcher is going to kill me for this terrible French accent. Those are advanced sandbags. They give opportunity fire. How does it work? It's pretty simple, Commander. You move in their line of sight, they will probably shoot you if you feel like it, even if they don't have an order. Alright. On the good side, they will not act again in the turn. Alright, so interesting. I didn't know about this rule, but I'm glad that she told me. Jolie is her name. And she does look a bit like Angelina Jolie. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to go ahead. We're setting up our Vickers. And ready to fire, basically. Now, I believe... No, unfortunately, we can't get a shot this turn. I was really hoping we could set up and fire on the same turn. We're going to have to wait till next turn. So, fair enough. We'll proceed here. And I'm already really liking the British units, even though we haven't used a lot of them. Let's move Lawson up here. And again, I'm not sure how I feel about him being so close to the enemy, but we're going to have to accept it. Yes, Araman makes a good point. So basically, you've got two separate things you could do during a turn. You could either fire or you can move. Like, for instance, here, the SDKVZ, he's got the ability to fire and move. Most units don't. So I'm actually going to try... I would love to hit the SDKVZ with a bazooka, but I don't think he's going to stay in our line of fire for obvious reasons. So we're going to move the bazooka up and at least be prepared for him. And we'll also move this guy up. Why not? Actually, no. Let me cancel that. I don't want to move him in front of my Vickers. Let's move him over here. Thanks, Searcher. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to take a look here, and, we will proceed. One more unit, really? Is it our leader team? Yes, it is. I really don't have much to do with these guys. I mean, I'll put them here. I'm going to keep my guys in cover, but I'm more concerned about taking out these frontline units, and I'm really more concerned about taking out this SDKVZ. The rest is a cakewalk, essentially, or just luck of the dice, really. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to give my first shot to the bazooka, obviously. I want to get a roll on that SDKVZ, and I'm pretty sure we can spot him from here. Second, I will give the shot to my Vickers. And this way, he hopefully can shoot. We may need to be in this part of the hedge to open fire, but I don't think we are. I don't think that's necessarily the case. We'll see. Let's give this to the Lawson and give the bluff to our leader team. How about that? She says, you know what this stream needs? You need the German voice acting. I should have done it when we were playing as the Germans. Now you tell me this. You give me headache. Why? Why? I don't like. Alright, actually that turned into Russian almost there at the end. If Agrippa played a Frenchman in one of his voice acting gigs, I would lose my shit. We actually do have a Frenchman in, if you head over to the channel, we've got Mountain Blade Warband, a video I put up fairly recently, Legal. I'm sure Sir Tur will know how to pronounce this better than me, which is French for the eagle, and it's a Mountain Blade mod, where you get to play as sort of in the Napoleonic Wars, and so I did a little French accent there, so if you guys want to go check that out, feel free. I don't think it's very good, but it is funny. I think so anyway. Let's go ahead and get our bazooka, guys. We're going to open fire on this SDKVZ. Now, I really hope, and by the way, as you can see here, the British dice is different as well. Really, really cool there. The 6 looks awesome. 3, wow, we got lucky, guys. I did not think a 3 would destroy them, but a 3 and above would kill that, and we absolutely just crushed that unit. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and proceed here. There's really not much more we need to do with those guys, but we do need to move towards the sector as quickly as possible. And as you can see, I was worried about this, but basically, I now know that to fire this machine gun unit, you really need to be on the very edge of the hedge, or else this hedge is going to block your range of fire. So I'm going to go ahead and pack up, and unfortunately, sorry guys, we're going to have to move the Vickers, and hopefully we can use them another day, but not today. So let's go ahead and proceed. And I think Lawson should be able to open fire. I don't know how good of a shot Lawson is, but I am assuming he's pretty damn good. And I think I want to obviously open fire at this enemy unit first. I don't want to shoot at the enemy unit in front of us, because this guy could kill our bazooka team, and while the enemy doesn't have any more armor on the field, I'm very suspicious that, who knows, maybe they'll bring some on. I just don't know. That was a 6. Definitely put them on their wounded side. Very awesome work there by Lawson, and I love that little, what is that? Is that a Bren gun? It might be a Bren gun. Nice hit. Thank you, Sir Tur. That's what's going on then. Oh, that's right, Sir Tur. See, I always get confused, Sir Tur, whether you're Bart or Olivier, so now I know you're Bart. It's no worries. Olivier would be upset, indeed. Anti-armor in this game is pretty dangerous. Also, whenever you can, use ambush. Okay, good point. I'm very new to the ambush, I will say that. I'm not skilled at the old ambush, but I can learn. So here we go, guys. We should be able to fire with this unit, sadly. It looks like this weapon is unable to fire. Ah, we're in the supply base. Sorry. Oh, now I've suddenly turned into a Canadian. Oh, this is bad. Alright, so we're going to move up. Actually, what am I doing? I'm gonna leave him there. I don't want to move up. No, I'm leaving. Just leave it. Okay, let's give the first shot to Lawson. I'm going to give the second shot to our Vickers, or the second movement point to our Vickers, of course. Third to our fire team, and now we really have to start moving towards these documents. I don't want to, basically run out of turns like we did last time. That would be upsetting. Let's proceed. But if you want to please me, you should try your Dutch accent sometime. I don't know. I think it's funny because the Dutch for me sound very much like Scandinavians. It's sort of like a monotone, but you're also kind of speaking English at the same time. It's hard to differentiate with the Dutch accent and like a Scandinavian one, because they all have it's almost like they're speaking English with a very slight like Nordic touch to it. Is that close? I don't know. I have no idea. You guys tell me. All right, so we get our first shot here, and I'm going to open up on obviously this unit. This is the one I'm really concerned about. I don't want them getting near my bazooka, guys. I know they can't do much anymore, but I feel for these guys. I've developed a relationship with my bazooka team. I don't want to lose them. So we've done a great job there. We just wiped out that unit. We're going to proceed, but we really should start moving forward. So despite the fact that this is not a great idea, and it really isn't, and oh my goodness, we just got counterfire from the enemy, we're going to make a push towards that that information. And sadly, we just lost our Vickers unit, and that was really due to my negligence. We did not have to move him in the open. I really didn't think he was going to be able to hit us that turn. So I learned a lesson. We're moving in here, and the recon unit has spotted us. We're making all the mistakes possible here for a Heroes of Normandie player. And we're going to go ahead and keep that unit there. We'll proceed. And let's take our leader team. And actually, we may be able to open fire with our leader team after we're out of the supply phase. So I'm going to actually move up here. Actually, I'd like to move him. Let me undo that and move him into the bushes. Loved it, sister. I've been to, let's see, I've been to Amsterdam, I've been to Rotterdam. Those are the only two Dutch cities I visited, but I loved both very much. And it was on a tour of Europe, so we only got to stay in Amsterdam for 2 days and Rotterdam for a day. People are going to hate me for saying this, but I preferred Rotterdam to Amsterdam. I really liked it. Just a really quaint place. Amsterdam is a bit more hectic, but it's still beautiful. But Rotterdam, I mean, at that age, I went when I was like, what, maybe 9 years old. So it was much more entertaining. I'm sure if I was to go now, I would have a completely different opinion. But that's for another discussion. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and actually ambush. Put this unit on ambush. I'm not sure what a bazooka unit on ambush can do. But it would be interesting to see. And yes, we are proceeding. We're not going to move our leader team. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that kind of speaks for itself. All right, let's see. Give this to Lawson. We're going to give this to the fire team, leader team, bazooka team. All right. The recon's going to get the first shot, I think. I hope not, anyway. So now it's Lawson, and I'm actually going to see if we can assault. 11% chance of an assault. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. No, no, no. See, this is, once again, a mistake I made, guys. I was trying to move him back to the same tile, and Lawson actually ended up in the open. I did not mean to move him out like that, so we'll move him back at least. Maybe he can fire next turn. See, even the cars are upset with me. Rotterdam is right. Yeah, wow, awesome. You're the first Dutchman to agree with me, Surtur. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I loved Rotterdam. Between Rotterdam and Amsterdam, I would live in Rotterdam. It was just really pretty. Amsterdam is awesome, don't get me wrong, but just something about it. I really liked Rotterdam. I don't know why. Okay, so we'll proceed. We can open fire. Now, let's see if we can get an assault. 27% chance. Once again, it's just not good enough for me. So I'm going to roll for the shot, and this is a recon unit, so I should be able to get some pretty good hits here. And that's a 5. I'm surprised that didn't damage them. It must be the defense value of the unit is 5. My goodness. So to actually defeat this guy, we have to get a 6 on him. This is craziness. Wow. That is the strongest recon unit I've ever seen in my life. Let's continue here. And I'm definitely going to proceed with the leader team. We really have no choice. We're having so much difficulty in engaging these guys because they keep going behind the line. I think I'm going to need to start going on the offensive, pretty simply. We need to take those documents. It doesn't matter how many men we lose. So I'm going to go ahead and send my bazooka team out in the middle of nowhere. Clearly not the greatest idea. But if the enemy is firing at my bazooka team, they're avoiding my infantry teams. This is the way I'm thinking about it anyway. So let's go ahead and give 1 to this. We will give the second move to the leader team, third move to Lawson, and fourth move, or the bluff, to the bazooka team. That's because you were born in Rotterdam. That's awesome. I did not know. Very cool. I'm going to proceed. To do that more, what, my political rants, you mean? I might upload them to the channel sometime. I try to keep my channel separate from politics because, as you guys can probably imagine, that causes a lot of issues. Okay, once again, I'm just going to assault. Our chance of shooting this guy is actually really low. Then again, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something totally different. I'm going to move next to him. This is actually going to increase our chances of firing next turn because we're both going to be in the bushes. And in this case, can we fire? Direct fire by the enemy, and that's a 5. He's going to kill our bazooka team. No! It's a grenade! No! I just killed our infantry team. Alright, let's see how an assault would work. 22%. I'm really surprised. I guess we'll just go ahead and open fire. Come on. Bart, earlier I was getting pretty good rolls. Now I'm starting to get rolls like you, my friend, where I'm getting just barely enough, or not enough at all, to kill the enemy here. Okay, so that's definitely a hit. Now the unit has turned to a weaker side, so we've accomplished our goal in that respect, actually. Now this recon unit, I don't know what the hell he's doing, but clearly he's trying to get behind our lines. It doesn't really matter to me. Because we're not going for the recon unit, we're going for his files. So do what you will, Mr. Recon. And we'll go ahead and continue with the bazooka. We're almost to the files, guys. This might be a wonderful unit for the British Empire. Thanks, Hipsecretary. I appreciate it. Yes, my Twitch channel does get quite political. I appreciate you guys keeping out of the Slytherin group channel here, because we try to stay family friendly here on the Slytherin group channel, and just in general, we like to focus on the games we're playing. You know, I love your conversation, guys, obviously, but as long as we're here, let's try to focus on the games being played. And really, this is a game that really deserves to be talked about. It's just so cool. Another thing I didn't mention, I was going to mention this to actually Bart yesterday. One thing I really like, and this is directed directly at the Jackrabbit Fellows, Cat Rabbit, excuse me. I'm going to mess that name up so many times. Is that one thing I love about the board game version of this, right, is the fact that while you have to pay, like, for a game like Flames of War or Warhammer 40K, you've got to pay like $200, $300, okay, to afford like a decent army. In this game, you can pick up the board game, and I'm not just talking about this game, I'm actually talking about the board game, the actual board game itself that this is based off, and you can pay 20 bucks for it, you play it with your friends, there's a ton of expansions, and even the poorest person, well, obviously not certain people, we're not talking about, you know, like a third world country status or worse, but most people can afford that, as opposed to a miniature army, so I really like that. Anyway, let's take a look here. Okay, what else can we do? What else can we do? We can take the files. There we go! We did it! Did you just lose points? That's why I don't swear here. Thank you, Evil Man. Yeah, exactly. Hipsecretary is correct. It's more like $800, so it's not even, you know, cheap like $200, $300. Also, I've got to ask, hope you don't blame me, so sad. Blame Suter. Not at all, man. We just got a nice win there, and we just got a bagpiper. That's the rank I just achieved. Pretty funny rank. I'm always tooting my own horn, so I guess that makes sense. And I might as well go ahead and toot my own horn here. Oh, goodness, we just almost used a naughty word. Give me a second, guys. And thank you so much for showing up to the stream, by the way. We'll do another 9 minutes. Usually I like to end at about 45 minutes, but you guys have been so cool that I'm going to go ahead and continue probably for another 10, 15. Let me go ahead and drop the channel link here for you guys. Sadly, this is my way of trying to get something out of the stream. A searcher says, yeah, 40K takes the stream and you have to repaint every couple of years due to changes in the lore. Jeez. See, that's why I play Flames of War, and honestly, I live in New York City, you know, arguably one of the biggest cities in the world, and I can't find people to play Flames of War with, so that's one of the reasons that I've kind of moved away from the miniatures, as it were. And let me just drop this here, guys. If you guys enjoy strategy games, please do feel free to stop by there. Also, just add me on Twitch, Agrippa Maxentius on Twitch, basically. If somebody wants to put my Twitch link, feel free to do that. And I play games like this all the time. In fact, I just put a gameplay video of Heroes of Normandie on my channel. I want to do a campaign, and now that I've seen how the Brits play, I think I'm going to be playing as the Brits, to be honest with you. Let's get to Mission 2 with the Brits and see what's up on Mission 2. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Bart. That's awesome, man. Okay, so here we go. No documents, sir. It was bait, and it seems we took it. Bollocks. I like this guy on the right. This is, so far, this and the French Resistance guy are my two favorite-looking characters, without a doubt. The French Resistance guy looks like a character from a movie that I love called Army of Shadows about the French Resistance, Jean Moulin. And I'm pretty sure Olivier told me yesterday, one of the other awesome folks here at Slytherin, that Jean Moulin, that this Resistance fighter in the portrait or whatever is based off the real Jean Moulin, which would be really cool. Let's take a look here. Oh, thank you so much, Comrade Luxembourg. I appreciate it, man. Okay, so we have to pick up the target item in this mission. Interesting. So another mission of securing secret documents, as it were. Now, we do have an enemy Zundap here. That Zundap is basically an enemy motorcycle. It's the German motorcycle with the sidecar. And basically, it can be a problem, for sure. I've had issues with it in previous battles. So I'm going to go ahead, and I may be a little bit paranoid, but I'm really going to give a lot of movement points to that area there near the Zundap. I want to get rid of it right away. So we'll proceed here. The Brit looks like a communist with that beard, he says. No, you have to watch The Longest Day, I think, and the Cat Rabbit fellows might be able to confirm or deny this for me. I think he's based off one of the characters from the movie The Longest Day, because on The Longest Day, there's a British guy on the beach with a beagle telling all the armor to move, and he's got a beard exactly like that. That's what he reminded me of, actually. Okay. Yeah, that's called, we know about that book. Okay, I'm reading a book that that everybody knows about, that's currently on television. Yeah, Game of Thrones is fun. It's a fun read. I think it's one of the few, and people are going to hate me for this, it's one of the few things where I would say that the show is better than the book, in my opinion. I've read up until A Feast for Crows, I think, and it's not bad. It's just, you know, I've read better fantasy. What can I say? Okay. Alright, nice shots there. So here we go. We get to take a shot at the Zundap. And I want to take a look here and actually see how much it takes to kill this thing. So we need to get 4 or more, plus 1. So we may need to get 5 or more. Yes, we got a kill on the Zundap. Or at least we moved it to its more wounded side. No, we destroyed it, guys. Great shots there. And that was actually really lucky. Bart, I don't see you getting rolls like that. What's wrong with you? I think Olivier's put a voodoo curse on me and Bart with our rolls. I've been doing pretty poorly with our rolls until that point there. When Olivier plays, it's funny. He played a game called Legions of Steel that we uploaded here quite a while back. And he won every single dice roll. It was the creepiest thing I'd ever seen in my life. It was just 6-5, 6-5, 6-5. And I was just so annoyed. I was like, why does he get to do that and I don't? Alright, let's see if we can go ahead and charge. I've never tried to charge a Gundap, and of course, probably not a good idea. So we're going to open fire. Now, I wonder how this works, because we're opening fire over one of our own units. I wonder if friendly fire can occur. In fact, if any of the Cat Rabbit people are still here, I'm wondering if possibly, if that's a factor, if you can, and I think it is, because it says -1, -1, so this is probably removing, basically, opportunity from me. So we got to get more than a 4, and that's not going to hit them. In Season 5, they only stick to source material with Arya and Jon Snow. I'm not surprised. The French must be cheating, says Searcher. Of course they are. Of course they're cheating. There's no other explanation. No, I've already said what I think is going on. I think Olivier is clearly a master of the dark arts and knows how to make his rolls perfect every time, because he's a really great roller. Some people just have great luck. What can I say? All right, let's grab the Vickers. I want to set him up. In fact, yeah, we'll set him up. We can fire next turn at this unit right here. And I'd like to not really startle the enemy, so I'm going to move my Bren gun here too, and I can get some opportunity fire. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead and proceed. Yes, that is me, a spy. That's one of my videos that I recently uploaded, my Finnish war mod with on, I think it was Battle of Empires, pretty sure. Yeah. All right, guys, we're getting close here to the end, so I want you guys to get some questions ready here for the Cat Rabbit folks, if you can. Yes, only the forest tiles are getting in the way. Thank you, Pat Garrett. Because they have a lot of answers for you guys. They were nice enough to make their presence felt here on the stream, and I want to thank them. That's just so awesome that you guys can stop by. I want to thank Bart for stopping by. He's awesome. If you guys know obviously we have a Wednesday stream, or sorry, a Thursday stream. Bart always does the Thursday stream. He does an amazing job. Is this game similar to Conflict of Heroes? I have never played Conflict of Heroes, so I wouldn't know. I've played Company of Heroes. A lot of people have asked about the cards. Now, this one I can answer myself. The cards are not implemented yet. I don't know whether or not they're planning to implement them. I'll let the Cat Rabbit folks decide on that. But I would also ask, where are the cards, guys? Hey, maybe a little extra money on DLC. You never know. I would certainly pay for a deck of cards. I'd be spending quite a lot of money on the DLC. Season 5 lacked a lot of care. Okay. That's an interesting question. Comrade Luxembourg asked the Cat Rabbit people, what encouraged you to make a game about Normandy? Ah, so they're both based on board games. Interesting. Oh, that's really cool. So Pat Garrett is saying cards are in our plans, in the works, guys. We were planning a lot of content to be added to the game. By the way, that I meant to ask you this, and I have to ask Parrot Garrett directly. I've noticed that when I end certain campaigns, there's a little Russian man. Yes, a Russian guy. He's got a Russian uniform. So can you tell me, yes or no, can you confirm whether or not you're going to be adding Soviets to the game soon? Please say yes. Please say yes. I know it's called Heroes of Normandie, but perhaps Heroes of Moscow next? I mean, what is the information on that, guys? Thanks, Evil Man. Yes, we are streaming another Slytherin game tomorrow, which will be Gary Grigsby's War in the East, although it will not be on this channel. It will be on my channel. To be announced, as Sir. I can guess, and I can't wait, because I love playing with the Brits, and if you guys add Soviets, I'm going to be playing this game all day. It's going to actually be hard for Slytherin to even get me to do any streams, because I'm just going to be constantly playing all day. So I recommend not releasing it for my own sanity, because I don't want to play all day and just become obsessed with Heroes of Normandie. Can't answer that. What I can say is, look at the Devil Pig does for the board games, and you get a good idea of where you're heading. Yeah, that's what I assumed, and I think that's a really smart answer and a strategic one. Very strategic answer. You got to understand, guys, you know, as streamers here, we're trying to get as much info from devs as we can, so they also need to play a bit, and the answer that Pat Garrett gave there was just perfect, perfect strategy. Really well said. And by the way, there is so much content that they're getting out. Yes, I agree. That's something else I want to mention to you guys. If you guys know anything about the board game of Heroes of Normandie, the amount of downloadable, well, not downloadable content, but the amount of add-ons, modifications to the game, extra armies, it's unbelievable. Okay, it's unbelievable. It's kind of like its own 40K universe. It's different than 40K in that you're using tiles and not miniatures, but it's just the size of it is huge. Heroes of Normandy encompasses a tiny, 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 tiny part of the entire series. So that's really cool. They got rid of the Iron Islands plot in Season 5, even though they were only good to think about before. The Iron Islands have always been my favorite in terms of their the way they think. What is it? Out from the sea, back to the sea, or out from the salt, back to the salt. I really like the Iron Islands, guys. They're tough. All right, guys, thank you so much for stopping by for this stream. It was awesome to have you guys around. And actually, I just noticed something kind of cool. Look at this. I don't know what this is, but when I hold my Alt key, we get a little marker. Maybe this is to point things out to you guys. But I want to thank everybody for showing up. It was really cool having you guys here. Really, really fun time, and I absolutely loved playing Heroes of Normandie. Of course, if you guys have not yet subscribed to my Twitch channel, feel free to stop by there. We play a lot of games like that over there, and Comrade Luxembourg was nice enough to post it. I'll post it here again for you guys. But thank you so much, guys, for showing up. I hope everybody had a good time, and I'm sure the Cat Rabbit people will still be here in the chat for a bit longer, and we'll probably be able to answer some more of your questions if you have any. Thank you, Sir Tur. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for showing up, man. And thank you, Comrade, for posting the Twitch stream as well, and everyone else for coming. Obviously, a huge, huge thank you to the people at Cat Rabbit. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work, and work faster, damn it. That's all I have to say. Work faster. We're waiting. Take care, guys. Have a great day, and don't forget to be careful on those roads. Have fun.